Background: I, 25 female, have been married to my husband, 27 male, since I was 18. We were high school sweethearts and decided to get married right after high school. Our marriage hasn't always been perfect, but it's been good. About 2 years ago, my husband, betrayed spouse, began to pull away from me emotionally and physically. We stopped having sexual intimacy. No physical touch that lasted more than a few seconds, not even a kiss on the lips, on cheek kisses. I felt like I was living with a roommate, not a husband. I wanted so badly to feel loved. I begged BS to come to therapy with me, as I had been seeing a therapist for about a year at that point for my depression. BS did not want to go to any type of couples therapy because he believed that any issues we had as a couple, we could resolve ourselves. He viewed therapy as a waste of his time. He saw no point in telling a stranger about his problems when he could speak to his family and friends if he really needed to. The problem was, he never did. This went on for another year before I met a fair partner. AP was a guy that asked me out over social media. At the time, BS and I were so estranged from each other, we didn't even have pictures together posted on our socials. AP did not know I was married. I did not tell him I was married until our second date. AP was someone that reminded me of BS when we first got married, the person that I missed so much. I very much used AP, and I made it very clear to him that I would never choose him over BS. AP understood and agreed to have a PA with me. It lasted approximately a year before BS found out. D-Day. The day BS found out, he was devastated. He wanted to know every single detail about who AP was, why I did what I did, and for how long. We talked for a long time. I told him everything, and afterwards, BS said he wanted to forgive me and move forward. BS said that he wanted me to set up couples counseling that next day, post-DD Day. I set up counseling as requested, and we laid everything on the table. I went no contact with AP and blocked him on everything. I agreed to all of BS's stipulations. We worked together with the therapist to come up with a plan to bring trust back into our relationship. BS had access to my phone whenever. We agreed to keep phones out of the bedroom. BS had location tracking on me at all times, which I was agreeable to. Everything seemed to be going well until a week ago. We were coming home from being out one night, and, per BS's stipulations, BS had my phone in hand. We got into the house when he suddenly threw my phone at me and asked, "What is this?" I looked and it was a text from a number I didn't recognize. I can't say specifically what the message said, but it read something along the lines of, "FKBS, you know OP is mine." I knew immediately it was AP, and I told BS that was probably AP off of another number, since I blocked his original number. I didn't think much of it, and I deleted/blocked the number and message. However, seeing that message sent BS over the edge. He refused to talk to me for a week, spent a large amount of our saving, and started sleeping in the guest room. 2 days ago, BS finally spoke to me. He said he wants a divorce. I was devastated. I know I don't deserve to remain married to him, but I do love him. BS said that he does love me and that he does forgive my infidelity, but he does not think he can get over the betrayal he feels. I asked him if he would go to individual therapy before he files for divorce to see if he thought that would help, but he appears strictly set on his decision. We don't have any children, so the divorce would be fairly simple, as we only have a house together. Even so, I don't want a divorce. I realize this is selfish of me, but I love him. I cannot image my life without him. I messed up in the worst way possible, and I acknowledge that. I'm asking, is there any way I can fix this? Is there any way I can fix our marriage and the trust that I broke? It's understandable that you deeply regret your actions and want to fix your marriage. However, it's essential to consider your husband's feelings and wishes. If he has expressed a firm desire for a divorce and believes that trust cannot be rebuilt, it's crucial to respect his decision and prioritize his healing. Here are some steps you can take to support your husband's healing and moving forward. 1. Accept responsibility. Acknowledge and take full responsibility for your actions and the pain you've caused your husband. Avoid making excuses or blaming external factors for your choices. 2. Give him space and time. Respect your husband's need for space and time to process his emotions and decide what he wants for his future. Pressuring him or trying to change his mind may only push him further away. 3. Encourage individual therapy. Even if your husband is not open to couples therapy, suggest that he considers individual therapy to help him process his emotions and work through the pain caused by the betrayal. 4. Support his decision. Let him know that you respect his choice and that you will support him in whatever decision he makes regarding the future of your marriage. 5. Focus on personal growth. Take this time to focus on your own personal growth and healing. Address any underlying issues, work on becoming a better person, and learn from your mistakes. 6. Seek forgiveness, not reconciliation. While your husband may forgive you, it doesn't necessarily mean he will want to continue the marriage. Focus on seeking forgiveness and understanding rather than trying to fix the marriage. 7. Communicate openly and honestly. Maintain open and honest communication with your husband, but be prepared for the possibility that he may need space from you for a while. 8. Prioritize self-care. Take care of yourself emotionally and physically during this challenging time. Surround yourself with supportive friends or family members who can offer comfort and understanding. 9. Let go if necessary. If your husband remains adamant about divorce, be prepared to let go and move forward with your life. It may be painful, but accepting this reality will allow both of you to find healing and closure. Remember that healing from infidelity takes time, and that the process will be different for both of you. Whether your marriage continues or not, it's essential to learn from this experience and grow as a person. Focus on becoming a better partner in future relationships, and use this as an opportunity for self-reflection and personal development. Unfortunately, it's out of your control. He may calm down with a bit of time, so it's not a lost cause yet, but that text was devastating. The exact reason why someone should change their phone number when going no contact from an affair. I would also recommend changing emails and set socials to friends only, and have to approve every friend request to limit fake accounts from AP following you. 110% on the changing number after an affair. My wayward partner received the same text that OP did from one of her APs, about 4 months after she went NC with them, and it was devastating to see it show up and have him insert himself into our life again. After that point, I have never forgiven WP for refusing to change her number. Are you still with wayward partner? We broke up for some time at the end of last year before, at her urging, we got back together to try to make it work again. It's not going well, though. The affairs continue to be a major pain point, and my insecurity keeps getting worse with time. No. Get rid of ducking social media. It's cancer. You are somewhat correct. I was posting only myself and not BS. He never wanted to take pictures with me and always got mad when I wanted to take pictures with him, of him. Eventually, I just stopped. You're still trying to justify your affair? For goodness sakes, just stop it. Sounds like OP was posting on IG as a single. I mean, in my humble opinion, I don't see her reply as justifying her affair. She's justifying why she was only posting herself on her social, as the comment she responded to stated she was posting as single. It doesn't seem that she purposely did that to cheat by her explanation, even thought it resulted in that. But the way you are putting it is that she did that on purpose with the intent of cheating. Honestly, based on this post, your mindset doesn't seem very conducive to his recovery. Your first half of the post is literally just you justifying your affair. Practically nothing about the effects it had on your BS. You did not come clean on your own. No information about how he found out. That's very relevant. A couple of throwaway lines about what you've done to work on yourself and the marriage. What were his stipulations? You even say you didn't think much of the text message. It doesn't seem like a big deal to you. You don't seem to grasp even a fraction of the pain you've caused your husband. To you, it wasn't a big deal, because it's just a text from AP. You're not with him anymore. What's the problem? From his perspective, you basically shrugged off one of the biggest triggers he could have to face. He's definitely picking up on your low empathy. This all just screams narcissist to me. You are trying to have your cake and eat it too, and you want him to deal with the repercussions of that while you sit cozy with him. Edit. Adding reconciliation advice so this comment doesn't get removed. You need to show him empathy, and you need to actually feel the empathy. He's hyper aware of your mood and mannerisms now. He will detect deception or half-heartedness. You need to maintain this level of empathy, even through divorce proceedings. Most likely, divorce will continue, because any newfound empathy and care will be viewed with suspicion and disbelief, thanks to your initial response to your infidelity. He may or may not decide you're legitimate and stop proceedings, or potentially start a new relationship with you later down the road after divorce. If your BS was posting here asking for advice with the same story, I would advise him to continue with divorce proceedings and see how you acted when you knew you were really losing your cake. You are right, I wasn't going to mention the narcissism thing here, but you have made it clear that is important. I have narcissism and bipolar disorder, among other things that I'm not comfortable sharing. I have tried so hard to understand BS's pain, but I can't. I've had this conversation with him and BS is aware of this, BS has known for years that I have these conditions. I am capable of seeing the hurt in BS's eyes, but I cannot imagine what it is like. I actually commend you for acknowledging your diagnoses and having some perspective on the issue. Unfortunately, this is going to be an improbable reconciliation. If you're literally unable to feel empathy for your husband in this situation, the kinder thing to do would be to grant him an easy divorce. Worldwide comments of the day. Your obligation to her ended when you guys broke up. Story 1. She shouldn't be living with you. Time to stop playing White Knight. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.